see, digital transformation, we can look at it from 2 points. One is India-centric, as in digital transformation happening in the Indian economy. And the other one is Indian IT or technology companies doing digital transformation worldwide, especially in the developed markets like US and Europe. Our focus is more on the second part. It's not that the Indian digital transformation is not part of the focus. But when you talk about the Indian companies, Indian technology companies, the transformation worldwide is estimated to be something like $100 trillion over next 10 years. Okay, this is estimated by World Economic Forum and Accenture. Okay, that's the kind of economic impact they've estimated over next 10 years, right? So that's a mega opportunity. And naturally, the bigger economies being rest of the world, okay, the developed economies are something like 80% of the world economy, right? 70% or so. India is hardly 3% or 4% of the global economy. So the bigger opportunity lies somewhere else in the developed markets. And so the focus is there. Focus is how the Indian IT firms are helping transform the global technology ecosystem. So there are, and you are aware that we also do US equity investing. So we are well aware of what is happening from the viewpoint of the S&P 1500 companies, the US firms. And company by company, you will see what we have seen for last 5 years is, and it's accelerating, that they're all trying to transform themselves to adapt to the new technology ecosystem. They're trying to digitally transform themselves. And the only set of people they can come back to is Indian IT firms. Okay. So that's where the mega opportunity we identified 3-4 years back. And we created this thematic. And that time everyone was of the view that Indian IT, the cost arbitrage is over. Okay. But what we identified is extremely cash-rich balance sheets, very high return on capital companies, and which are struggling in terms of growth, where the growth because their legacy business is shrinking or slowing down. But this new opportunity of digital transformation is just taking off. And we did this calculation and we broke these companies into 2 parts. One is the very tiny 20% of their business, which is digital transformation business, but which is growing at 30-40% per annum. And this 80% of the business, which is shrinking or growing at very low single digits, right? And everyone's focus was here, like a magician, distracting you. Mr. Market was distracting everyone to that part, which is less relevant, and was taking this, focus away from this amazing hidden part, which is 15-20% of revenues, but growing at 40%. And we did a calculation and analysis, and we found that it's significantly undervalued opportunity. Okay, just to give you a flavor of what is this, and that opportunity is still there. It's going to be there for at least 10 plus years. What is that opportunity? Opportunity is right now companies are on legacy systems, right? Legacy system means you have some software running from 1970s. So there are Wall Street firms which are not even touching their COBOL programmed software yet. For 50 years, they're still running the same software. And because it's all production system, it's running trillions of dollars through the system. People are very scared to touch such things, right? So, but that also tells you the huge opportunity when everything is moving to the cloud. So that's the first thing. Today, we are at the cloud stage where you want to move things out of your traditional servers into the cloud. Next 5 years, 3 to 5 years is just cloud business. And people, IT firms are getting so many projects that they don't have people to take care of it. So there's a joke circulating around in social media, right? That I want to hire cheap manpower. So instead of Bangalore, I'm going to look at San Francisco. So it's that kind of a good crisis getting created here. So the opportunity is mega. Cloud is the first stage. Once cloud is kind of there for most of the Fortune 500 or S&P 500 companies, the next stage will be big data, analytics, and then artificial intelligence or machine learning, right? So right now also it's going on, AI is going on, but right now AI is, let's say, 10% of the whole digital transformation. 80% is cloud. 3 years from now, it will become more analytics, AI, big data, and machine learning. 3 years from now, in parallel, 5G is going on. So companies which are telecom focused, there is a huge opportunity immediately, right now, next 3 years or 5 years. Then there is Internet of Things. Okay, that's the third opportunity. These are mega opportunities. So 5G, AI, IoT, cloud, and then there are, things like electric vehicles, self-driving cars. Again, we think self-driving cars, autonomous vehicles, it will take time. Absolutely
mm,
right. But there are a huge number of things before that. Connected cars or driver assistance systems. Okay, so these are not a full-fledged autonomous car, but there are so many, or even automobile infotainment systems. So there are these kind of huge opportunities in between, which are there, and slightly different from the AI, IoT, and 5G, which I mentioned. Of course, then all of this goes with cybersecurity, right? When you have things on the cloud or publicly available, you have to worry about security. Then there is things like blockchain. Okay, let's not get distracted by cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is the amazing technology for many, many things beyond cryptocurrencies, right? And that's where the huge opportunity lies. So there are a number of these things. Uh, if you look at a bank like JP Morgan, okay, the CEO, the chairman is talking practically 50% of his annual, investor day presentation or whatever. He's talking about digital transformation. He's talking about how they're planning to use AI to change their whole business. So the whole bank is going to transform itself into a fintech platform. And if it doesn't, the new fintech companies are going to wipe them out. Okay. Either way, who's going to do that for you? It's the Indian IT firms. Whether it's the new startup fintechs or the existing banks trying to transform themselves using fintech, the Indian IT firms are going to, or are right now doing that. So that is the kind of opportunity, mega opportunity, which is there.